welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today I'm with you with my little design kit from our lovely Clever Prints. So I thought today, so just a quick reminder, they are available on the craft store. So here they all are, the absolutely beautiful stamps. We've got a die set as well, but I'm going to be working with this stamp set, which is this one here. She is just absolutely gorgeous, and I fell in love with her as soon as I saw her. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get my A4 shim out, not shim, sorry, stamping block, and we're going to pop her on it. And oh, the size of this stamp is just divine. It really, really, really is divine. So we're going to stick her on there like so. So what I want to do is, let's move all of these, is we're going to do some, I don't know what that's doing here, that needs to go back in my dies. It's actually a die set from a magazine. So what I would like to do is I'm going to get some watercolour cardstock. So here we have some here, and we're going to just do some colouring in, and I'm going to have a lovely, lovely time. So I'm using my VersaFine Clear ink, because this is waterproof, so my lines and stuff won't like smudge as we're going on it. So let's get her stamped, and then once we've got her all painted up, we're then going to pop her onto, onto a card, make a nice card with her. So there's that one, and then I'm going to put, see, yeah, we can fit two on there. So because while I'm there, I may as well do two, and then we've got another one to play with. So I'm going to do them different colours. Now watercolouring is, it's one of my favourite things for relaxation, and a lot of people say, oh, yours looks amazing and it looks so hard, and I don't think, honestly, you will. It's all about building up your layers. It really is. It's such an easy process to do, and I think a lot of us can be scared with watercolouring in, and we don't need to be at all, because, you know, if you go out the lines, well, that's just part of watercolouring. You know, it's your interpretation. All I do is I use the same colour for shading. So if I do that as a brown hair, say, I would use one colour brown, but then I just want it to dry, I'll go over the top of it, and that's what gives you your shaded elements. So but it is a lot of practice, so the more practice, the better. Now I am looking for, what watercolours can I use today? Oh, what about these? Oh, they're the metallic ones. I was thinking actually of my, oh, what they're called, but I don't know where I put them. I have ones from Tonic Studios, but yeah, not sure whereabouts they are right now, so maybe not those ones. Actually, let's use these ones. So these are just a cheap watercolour. Just double checking my other drawers just in case. Actually, here they are. So these are the ones I'm going to use. So these are my Tonic Studios Aqua pens. Is it Aquaflow? Or yeah, Aquaflow Nouveau pens. So I'm going to use these today. I knew they'd be here somewhere, because I haven't used them an awful lot. So that's what we're going to use. So I'm just going to pop them off to the side. And I've just noticed we've got other stamps on the stamp set. We've got some like nice floral ones. I'm thinking, well, while we're there, why don't we stamp those in all of these extra bits, because then we can, yeah, we can watercolour them as well. So just like that, and then pop one there, because I'm going to fussy cut all of these out anyway, so it makes sense to watercolour them while we have everything out. So I'm just going to stick them where we can, and it means that we're not going to waste all of this paper either. So yeah, so I'm just going to do 2 of each, I think, so 2 of everything, and then go from there. And if we've got any extra room left, then I'll come in, I think, with the flowers, because I don't think we need like millions of leaves, although you never know. Okay, so that one, actually I'm going to do 3 of this one just because we can fit 3 in, and then I've got 2 of these. So 1, 2, I'm going to put another one in, there we go, and then let's do the smaller flower, and 1, 2. Like I say, we're just filling up all of the areas that we can, so we're not wasting. I have this little leaf as well, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, okay, now I'm going to come in the leftover, if we can get some more in. I'd like these little flowers just around. Any more, there we go, maybe one more in there. So I really utilised the paper and made it so that we could get quite a lot of this stamp covered. Let me just put these away. I need to actually get some new folders because I've run out. So what I'm going to do now is we are going to go on speed up, and we're going to watercolour all this in. It's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? First of all, I do need a pot of water, so we'll do that, and some brushes. If I've gone very loud, I am whispering now. If I've gone very loud, it's because I'm right next to the camera. Ooh, throw me brushes at me. There we go. Right, so I've got a couple of brushes, and we have our water, and we have our Aquaflow pens. So what I'm going to do is let's do a hair. I'm going to come in with the pink. Okay, so now I haven't used these, so I'm not sure how they work. So it's all going to be sort of, yeah, an experiment to see how we get this colour, because it could be that I want to use it off the mat, but yeah, I want to do something a little different. Yeah, let me just, you know what, I'm just going to squeeze some onto the mat. There we go. So, and then we're just going to come in. Oh, that is much better. So and I'm going to colour all of her hair in, and just bring that colour in, and then once the hair is dried, what I'll then do is I'll bring in the same colour, and we'll make it darker, like so, where all the shading areas should be. We'll make that darker. So we're just going all the way, and I'm not being like ultra careful with this, because I don't think we need to be. I am literally just coming in and just painting away, and if I go outside of the lines, then I'm quite happy for that. I just think it's part of the watercolour process, so I'm bringing that in. Trying to miss my what do you call it, the leaves, but you know, like I said, not the end of the world. You can see I'm not being particularly careful with this. This is just rough, but yeah, I think that needs to be darker up there, because it's yeah, there we go. Just bring that in. So a bit more. Right, okay, so there we have it. So that is her hair in, and then this is where I'm going to bring in all of the shaded bits, and actually I'm going to come in with the brush itself. So all of my shaded areas will be where the shadows will go, so just across there, okay, like that. And then I'm just going to come in with my brush with the water on and just spread that out just to even those lines up, yeah, just like that. And then do the same here, okay, and so it's just where all of those bits are gonna meet up, and then coming in with my water and just spread that colour out just a little. And as you can see, I'm not a professional at this at all. It really is you know, just trial and error from yeah, just from practicing. So because that is your key, guys, is for you to practice. Yeah, you need to practice. Okay, I just want it to be a bit darker up, because that's where the roots are. We all know that's yeah, right. And then I'm just going to come along all of these sort of where all the lines are in the hair, just to darken it up, and then get my brush again with some water, and we're just going to sort of help blend that just ever so slightly, just so that it, I don't know if you can hear that, that's lady snoring. So yeah, how gorgeous does that look? I do need to get some more water on my brush. But yeah, just making that, trying to make those edges a little bit more like blended out, because I don't want it to be too sharp. Although I think it might be a bit too, I think I've left it too long. Although it's still looking good though, I'm liking it. And then we can just bring in, so if I really wanted to, we just bring in a little bit more colour, and that will help blend those out. But yeah, definitely not professional. But I just absolutely love using my watercolours. So making sure under that hair is darker. There, how nice is that? And then more water. Okay, I'm really liking that. And then what I'll do is, once all of this is dry, I'm going to actually come in with my white pen and put some detailing in, because again, that really does make that difference as well. So it's all these little things that you do that make the difference. But how nice is that? Doesn't that just look lovely? Her hair is beautiful. So that colour is called a Hawaiian Orchid. So that's the colour of her hair. We do have a skin tone here, so let's do her skin tone, and then I'm going to put you on speed up. So I just put some on my mat as well as some water, and what we're going to do is mix that up. And this is called Just Peachy, so that's what we're sort of starting off. So it's actually a really nice skin tone. I'm quite liking that. I'm actually as white as the paper, my skin tone. I'd love to be able to tan, but yeah. Right, so there's her skin tone done. And then again, the same as what we just did, I'm just going to come in with the pen. That was a bit too much. And we're just going to add in our shadow areas. So giving that skin tone like a shadowy effect. So just, oh, again I've done too much, but that's fine. We can spread that out like so, like that. I'm just gonna pop on under eyes because we all have bags. Okay, I'm liking that. So yeah, so there we have it. So that is that lady. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you on speed up for the rest. I'm going to colour the whole thing with you guys. My brush is, that's better. So yeah, I'll put it on speed up and then I'll colour the rest in on on speed up. And then when we're, I fussy cut them all out, we'll come back and we'll make something with it. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I'm back, and what we're going to do, so this is just some paper that I made with other bits of, what do you call it, left over, the watercolour bits left over, and it seemed just a waste to waste that gorgeousness of the colour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this in half. So let's see, I'm going to cut this at 5 inches. I just want to take that edge off. Okay. By, oh, I don't know. Let's just, I don't know actually what this, I think it's going to be about 7 1/4 actually, that is. And I have a sheet of A4 card that I've just, oh perfect. That all I've done is I've just folded it in half to make a card base. I mean, how lovely does that look? I am going to edge it. I'm just trying to think what colour. Now, I don't use my chisel ends on my Copics, so I don't mind actually coming in and edging with them, because I literally just use the brush end on everything. So yeah, but doing this with your markers does ruin them. So it's not something I would do all the time, but I'm quite happy to, if need be. So I'm thinking I could do with some cardboard. So this is some cardboard from, oh, that would make an amazing like piece, wouldn't it? Oh, I like that. Right, I'm just going to cut this off. You could really cover this, wouldn't it? Right, so I'm going to keep this. How bad's this? I'm keeping packaging because it looks amazing. So yeah, it has got my address on. So this is the back of it, but when you open it up, these flip out, so it's just a record packaging system. But I'm thinking we have to do something with that. So there. Right, okay, I'm just gonna do this, right, and then we want a couple of bits in which to, there we go, in which to stick on the back of here, because I'd like this to be raised, I think. Let's grab my glue. Oh, I forgot to put my lid on, because of course, why wouldn't you? But luckily it is a brand new one, so it's less likely to clog up. Okay, so there's that bit on, and then that bit, and that piece. So I will have to go a pop. I'm expecting a phone call from the husband. So when my phone goes off, it's going to say legendary husband. My legendary husband, Adam. It never used to say that. It used to say something else, but I can't really repeat it because it's swearing. And my husband went on my phone and changed it because, of course, you know, he thinks he's legendary. But he's not, because he doesn't bring me half as many cuppas as he used to. Well, because he's not here. Right, okay, so I'm just sticking that on there. I mean, how gorgeous is that background? Isn't that background just beautiful? So, and then it's deciding which girl I want, actually. I'm thinking the pink one. Yeah, so let's stick her down. Oh, what I did do, so I realised halfway through that I have this really thick double-sided tape that could turn everything into a sticker, which would make my life so much easier. So that's what I did halfway through a fussy cutting them. And because it's watercolour cardstock as well, I want it so it goes over. Okay, there we go. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? That looks amazing. I mean, in theory, we could actually have both girls on. couldn't we? There's nothing to say we can't have both girls on. But yeah, anyway, I quite like these blue flowers, which I'm thinking maybe having just there with these leaves. There should be a little one here. Right, okay, so I'm thinking that, and then I'm just thinking very simply a sentiment. So I do have to put glue on most of these, okay, which is a bit annoying, but it is what it is. Yeah, that one's glue. I cut these ones out after I realised, so that's why we're having to put little dollops of glue on. And then this one in there, like so. And you know what, I'm going to pop this little one just in that bit there. Yeah, I'm liking that. Right, okay, so there's that. Let's bring the stamp set back in. Oh, sorry, just making a right noise because we do have some lovely sentiments, and we are real, not perfect, smile, it's catching, and happy just because. So I'm thinking that probably smile, it's catching. I like that one. So let me grab a stamping block and wish me luck. Hopefully this will work. I'm just going to use my VersaFine Clay, just because that is on the table, and I'm going to stamp straight onto this. So okay, and let's hope it works. I'm just giving it a bit of time just to catch. There we go. Oh, how nice is that? So there you have it, guys. That is my card for today, and it's using this absolutely beautiful stamp set called Nature's Princess. So this is it in its glory. You can find it in the description box below. There'll be links to the craft store, because that's where this gorgeous piece is going to be. But how beautiful is that? I'm just wondering, am I going to ruin it if I pop some white in? I don't think so. Should we pop some white in? Because I think sometimes it's nice to sort of bring in those highlights, isn't it? Because I did say I was going to do it, and then I didn't do it because I forgot, because I was too busy trying to do, well, I was too busy thinking, oh, I could do this and I could do that, and yeah. Right, I'm just going to pop. I mean, you don't have to add in any white detail at all. It really is entirely up to you. I think I'm going to have this finished actually before the husband rings. How cool is that? So I'm just going to brighten up those whites, and then just going to add some detail in, white detail onto these flowers, like so. Now I found that this pen works lovely, and this pen is the Broad Uniball Signal pen, and it works. Oh, it's lovely. I did pick up two, and I'm really glad that I did now, because yeah, it's just fab. Fab, 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 fab. Right, I'm just putting some detail in the center of these because I just feel like they'd need it, and then a bit on the leaves, and then just down here. Okay, well, like I said, just little bits. So they probably make no sense at all, but there we go. How gorgeous is that? So there it is. That is my card, guys, using the stamp set. So do check out the description box below. There will be links where you can buy this beautiful set from. And yeah, I will be back again soon with another video. Definitely going to have to make something with this one because I love her hair. Her hair is just so gorgeous. So yeah, so as soon as we've made another yeah, as soon as I have like another idea, I'm thinking, I don't know whether to do another card very similar, just because we've got this background, or whether to do it as a journal page. That is the question. That is the question. So you'll have to keep an eye out and see what we choose. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please do take care, and I'll see you very soon in another video. But until then, happy crafting. Bye.